Hi, my name is Dion Smith Downs. I'm the mother of James Earl Rivera, Stockton, California, who was murdered by 3 racist police, two Stockton police and the sheriff, 48 rounds, 18 entered outside his body, AR-15s. I came out here to stand in solidarity with y'all. It was a long way to get here, but we drove here. We wanted y'all to know it's not no 2 fight. It's 1 fight. It's 1 fight. It's 1 fight. But what I wanted to say, I don't want to stay too long because we was not on the program, but I want to thank you for letting us to have this moment. But I want to tell you, we are tired of being tired. I've been fighting for 10 years for my son, for justice for my son. We're not looking for a settle out. We're not looking for a paycheck. We want some justice. We want the police to be charged and convicted and sent to jail. They don't understand. When you lose a child, you done carried 9 months. All our kids, we have a kid. And we grow our kids. Some of them don't be always mold, because when we have kids, the first thing we want to do is send our kids to college. We have big dreams. Why they can't get a second chance? We see these officers kill more than one. But they get a pat on the wrist. Our kids get deaf. Shit got to change. This man sitting in this house right here, that call y'all mayor, he know what he gonna do. We don't even looking for a setup. They let us march, then they let it dry out like a prom. And when it dry out, then they want to take the family behind the wall and pressure the family into settlement. We don't want no something. Y'all be thinking that we want money. We don't want money. We want justice. You cannot bring our kids back. You cannot bring our loved ones back. You cannot bring. And like I say, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. And so I want to let my sister talk. But y'all continue to pray with us. We're going to stay out here with y'all. We're going to stand with y'all. We're going to give y'all courage. We're going to give y'all hope. Any question y'all want to ask us. We know how to organize. If we want to help us to organize into the black and brown community, let us know. We straight from the grassroots. Hey, bro. We're not here for the news. We're not here for front page. We're here to educate our people, to let you know to stay with hope and faith. Because I've been 10 years fighting. It's stories y'all ain't never heard of James Rivera and Stockton. Y'all never heard of him. Y'all heard of all the big stars, but I'm here. I'm here. We had to come along. This us mothers right here. We here to let y'all know we have power. And we have power in numbers. And when they don't get it to us, we're going to shut every fucking house down. James Rivera Jr. was shot and killed by 2 Stockton police officers, Eric Azavine and Gregory Dunn, San Joaquin Sheriff Judge Nesbitt, on July 22nd, 2010, her day before his 17th birthday. My son was shot a total of 48 rounds.
48 rounds. He was only 16.
18 rounds killed my son on the spot. Justice inside the garage. As it's been 7 years at this time when I made this poster. It's been 7 years since my son was killed by those officers. Until this day, I have not received nothing. No police report, dash cam, no personal property, nothing.
That's why you don't have to be black to say Black Lives Matter. You don't have to be black to get emotional for her son.
But I want y'all to listen to this. Everybody seen the video of Mr. Floyd. Everybody heard it. I seen it live. Somebody live it. I was in the bed. And I'm going to tell you what hurt it the most. And I want y'all to close your eyes and hear this. He said, Mama. He said, Mama. He said, Mama. He said, my body. He said, my neck. He said, my body. And he began to urinate on himself. So this means this should not just be for one day. This should not be for no 1 year. This should not be for no 6 months. Because I always say this, today is my family. And today could be your family. He could be your your brother. He can be your cousin. It can be your co-worker. It can be your husband. It can be your boyfriend. It can be your grandfather. It can be me. It can be your mother. So this is very powerful. This thing right here, this should be a powerful statement. I came here to stand with y'all to encourage y'all to fight, because I've been fighting for 10 years, y'all. I've been fighting for 10 years. And y'all don't even know me. But I heard a young man cry. I heard it. And that's why I heard, because if y'all don't know what the universe, he called for all mothers. And that's what I made a call to action for mothers to come. We have a mother came from LA. We have a mother from Hayward. We have mothers came from Chicago, because we heard that cry. And I want to tell y'all something. Anybody that had their first kid, even fathers, and the first thing you heard when they told you you finna be able to have a baby, and you heard that, and guess what? Now you can identify what it's going to be. Now you're getting ready to go shopping. You're so happy, planning baby showers. What I'm going to put on him when he goes to the hospital. What am I bringing him home? What is he going to be, a junior? What I'm going to name him? I'm inviting all my friends. I'm showing everybody my autopsy reports. I'm going to show everybody I just have a baby. And then for someone to take it like he never was here. So I want y'all, if y'all don't mind, please, if y'all don't mind, can y'all stand with me and just take a knee and just close our eyes and think about Gregory Floyd. My neck is hurting. My neck is hurting. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. My body is hurting. I can't breathe. Help me. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. Mama. 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 He's quiet. He's quiet. Thank you.
Thank you, sister, and thank you to all the mothers that are here with us today, the families, the sisters, the brothers, the children, the aunts. We have so many family members here today with us. And so I'm going to have another sister here come up, another mother. This sister is coming forward in the movement, and that when the families come forward, that's really important. So I'm going to pass this mic to this sister, Miss Amity.
He spoke earlier. Yeah, he spoke earlier.
He did, I didn't know that.
At the other location.
I haven't seen him.
My name is Amity Dimmick. I am the mother of Kobe Dimmick Heisler, goes by Kobe Heisler. He was killed by the Brooklyn Center Police on August 31st of 2019. His file is still sitting on Mike Freeman's desk. To this day, we have not received the body cam video or the autopsy report or anything. Due to, I assume, what's happening right now, I did get a call from Mayor Mike Elliott just yesterday saying that they were going to, he was going to instruct his chief of police to allow the family to see all 42 videos in their entirety.
Expedite that!
But let me tell you, I have not heard back from them yet for confirmation of all day Monday. My son was he's 21 years old. He was on the autism spectrum. He was having a bad day. He lived with his grandparents. His grandparents called the police, not because they feared for their safety, but because they feared for my son hurting himself, which, when you look at his medical history, is exactly what it'll show. His history will show violence on himself, not other people. They got the situation calmed down, like is usual with people with mental health issues. And so the grandfather called the police back. Some of the call logs are available online. Called the police back and said, it's under control. Kobe's going to be okay. We don't need you to come. We got her back. We got her back! But I suppose since a weapon had been mentioned, the cops apparently were so concerned that they walked into the house. He was calm, like I said, like the eyewitness testimony of his grandmother says. They patted him down. He was unarmed. And I wasn't there. But all I know is they tasered him. And that didn't work. And I still don't even know how many times he's been shot. I know one of them was in the head, in the right temple, because when we were finally able to view his body, that's what I saw, the first thing I saw. They put him down like an animal. He needed help, if anything. He was unarmed. How could he not have been? They just patted him down. A police officers, 4 of them, don't come into a dwelling and not pat the person down in the summertime. He had shorts and a shirt on. They then let his body lay on the ground for so long that he couldn't even donate any of his organs, which was incredibly important to him. Not even his eyes or his skin. 4 days before this happened, I live up north. I sit on a board for a mental health organization. Sitting on a board with the likes of Congressman Rick Nolan, county commissioners, police officers. And I don't even know what the topic was, but I got something to say. You wouldn't think in the last 9 months, but I usually got something to say. And I said, hey, what the problem is right now is the police are fucking scared. They're scared because they know what they're doing. And they're scared every time they go out and respond to anything. And instead of doing what they're supposed to do, they're just trigger happy and they're just shooting. And I said, and I'm afraid that I'm going to get that call someday. And I got it 4 days later.
Oh my God.
4 days later, I predicted it. That's how bad it is. The Metro doesn't just have a race problem. We have a policing problem. We have Mike Freeman problem. We have a politician problem. I spent the years I've been up there trying to make sure that people with mental health issues in my community up north, that this didn't happen to. But it ended up happening to me and my family. And nobody has answered for it. Nobody will call me back. And another thing, when I called the Brooklyn Center Police Department, when my ex-husband called me and told me that they had killed my son, how can you believe that? So I called them a bunch of names and I hung up. We called the Brooklyn Center Police to see if they had killed my son. And to this day, they have never called to verify that they killed my son. And it wasn't until I got to a listening session, one of their stupid listening sessions that they think is going to actually solve the problem. I lost my train of thought.
You said they never called you back and
Oh, that, you know, well, I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. I think I've said what I've needed to say. I wasn't sure what to say, but I will say one thing. No, I do have something to say. Because this is what I was I tried to contact Trump. I don't call him President Trump, just Trump. Biden, Waltz, Fry, anybody that the very next day after poor George Floyd's murder, that they all came out and spoke for justice for him. Because they got caught. With an irrefutable Facebook Live video from an innocent bystander. They got caught. And the city's burning to the ground.
Did you say your son's the last name too?
He always went by Kobe Heisler.
Can we say his name, guys? Kobe Heisler! Kobe Heisler! Kobe Heisler! Kobe Heisler! Where are you going? Sorry.
Come on, my sister. Tell it.
My name is Tashera Garraway. I am the fiance of Justin Tigan, who was brutally beaten with dog bites all over his body. You could see that he had the handcuffs on. His skull was cracked in half. His head was the size of a basketball. He was beaten all over and thrown in a dumpster by the St. Paul Police Department. When they were done beating my son's father, who I now have a 14-year-old son with, they put his body in the garbage. I'll say it over and over again. They didn't throw him in the river. They didn't throw him in the woods. They threw him in the trash. They think that we are trash. They think that our people deserve to be in garbages. This mother said they're scared now. They need to be scared. They need to be scared. They need to be scared. The man that murdered George, his house was 11 minutes from my home. I have a 14-year-old son that loves to be outside, that has the same name as his father, the man they put in a dumpster. I'm standing here with a mother on the side of me and another significant other that has a son with a man that they killed. We have to raise our children after they murder our people, after they murder our significant others. They sat outside my home. They followed me. They harassed me. They waved at me. They swarmed up and down the street as we tried to have his funeral, the St. Paul police. George was the face of hundreds of murders here in the state of Minnesota and thousands around the United States of America.
That's right.
They tried to keep us separated, our families. They tried to keep us quiet. That's how they were able to continue the murders. But in that time, these families, our families, was pleading with the people, the officials, to bring forth our cases and to go through these murders and investigate. State on fire. When they burn the United States on fire, it's nothing compared to what we've had to live. Target held materialistic things. These stores hold materialistic things. There's no value on human life. We can never see our loved ones again. My son can never see his father. This woman can never see her son. She can never see her husband. I have to worry about the mental health state of my son. So they're worried about materialistic things when lives are being taken. But it's not just the police. It's the people in the political seats that we need to step down.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
I'm saying, step down! Step down!
Step down. 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 Step down.
We need Mike Freeman to step down because he's been doing this for 30 years. So imagine how many murders has happened when he let the officers back out here to go free in the last 30 years. Imagine how many murders have been covered up. Imagine how many been covered up around the United States. They're letting these people out to go back out and kill more people. Had they locked the officer up that killed Brian Quinones, had they locked the officers up that killed Jamar Clark, these people are killing comfortably on camera, being recorded because they feel invincible at this point. Once you are able to get away with something, you get a sense of like you feel invincible. You feel entitled at that point. They have been permitted to do this by the government officials. And if we don't have men and women of integrity that value human life enough not to let these people back out into the streets because it's not affecting their family, we need them to step down. Mike Freeman, we need you to resign. We need you to resign. And I will tell you this is the last thing and I'm done. I hate to say this because this is not my heart. This is not the heart I have. But if y'all gonna do something, do it right. The BCA is still standing. They don't need to stand. They're doing their fake ass investigations. That don't need to stand. This motherfucker's house is still standing. I'm just keeping it real. You're gonna do some shit, do it right. On behalf of our families. And I want to tell the government officials this. No, I want to tell them this. Our families are willing to come forward, and at least we understand there's other people coming in that's just doing stuff, but we're willing to ask our people in our communities to stop as the hurting families. But what are you going to do for us? We want these cases reinvestigated. And until then,